Did you know that severe kidney and liver failure can turn the human body into its own prison within days? Even the strongest can collapse without warning. This is the story of how King Revaldo learned that power offers no protection from the body's rebellion. King Revaldo was known across the land as Unbreakable. His voice commanded armies. His gaze silenced rooms. People believed he was carved from stone rather than flesh. Marisol Vega, his longtime palisade, had watched him walk through crises with calm certainty. She had never seen him hesitate. Until that morning. It began with a simple stumble. Revaldo paused during a council meeting, his hand gripping the table as if the floor had shifted beneath him. Sweat appeared on his brow. His breath became shallow. Tomas Ibarra, the royal physician, noticed at once. He stepped forward, concern etched across his face. But the king waved him away. Strength was his image. Weakness was not permitted. By evening, the pain arrived. A deep pressure in his abdomen, a heaviness in his chest. Marisol stayed close as servants whispered in corridors. The king tried to eat, but pushed the plate aside. His face had lost its color. Tomas returned with urgency, requesting private examination. Doors closed. Tension rose. Inside the chamber, Tomas listened, pressed, observed. His expression darkened. The king's body was retaining fluids. His urine output had slowed. His skin carried a faint yellow tone, signs that something inside was failing. The words were careful. The meaning was terrifying. Revaldo remained silent, staring at the wall as if daring it to crack. Through the night, the palace changed. Guards spoke in hushed tones. Marisol paced the halls. Prayers echoed from servants' quarters. By dawn, the king could barely rise from his bed. His body felt heavy, swollen, as if something inside him was filling space where it did not belong. Tomas ordered immediate intervention. Herbs, infusions, rest. Nothing worked. Revaldo groaned in pain, a sound no one had ever heard from him. Marisol's hands trembled as she wiped his forehead. She had seen him face enemies without fear, yet now he feared his own body. The first collapse came in the late afternoon. Revaldo tried to stand and fell to his knees. The sound echoed through the chamber. Guards rushed in. Tomas knelt beside him. The king's eyes were wide with shock, not from pain alone, but from realization. He was not in control. The kingdom did not know yet, but a line had been crossed. The unbreakable king had cracked. Whispers began. Fear spread. Strength was no longer certain. The body was turning against its ruler. And this was only the beginning. The palace stood tall. The throne remained golden. But inside its walls, something dark was growing. Something that no crown could command. The palace no longer slept. Lanterns burned through the night. Footsteps echoed in halls that once held music and laughter. King Revaldo lay in his chamber, barely conscious, his breathing shallow and uneven. His body had begun to betray him in ways no one dared to speak aloud. Marisol Vega stayed close, refusing rest, watching every rise and fall of his chest. Tomas Ibarra had summoned Sofia Quintero, a healer known for her sharp instincts and fearless methods. She arrived before dawn, her expression serious as she studied the king. Her fingers pressed gently along his abdomen. Her eyes narrowed. Something was terribly wrong. The swelling had increased. His skin carried a deeper yellow shade. His eyes were dull. His body, withholding waste that should have left him. Urine and bile were building inside, turning his own system into a trap. Sofia whispered to Tomas, her voice tight. Organs were failing. The flow was blocked. Poison was spreading through him from within. Leon Cruz, the king's closest advisor, hovered in the background. His calm felt forced. His gaze lingered too long. Sofia noticed. Marisol noticed. Suspicion crept into the room like cold air. Revaldo stirred and groaned. Pain twisted his face. His hands clenched the sheets. He whispered words no one could fully understand. Fear had entered his voice. The ruler who once commanded armies now begged for relief from his own body. Sofia ordered immediate measures. Cleansing mixtures, pressure relief, careful draining attempts. Nothing brought comfort. The king cried out, his voice breaking. Servants wept behind doors. The walls heard everything. Outside the chamber, whispers spread. Some said the king had been cursed. Others said his years of excess had finally claimed him. Rich food, heavy drink, sleepless nights, endless stress. All of it had carved its mark. But Sophia felt something else, something sharper, something deliberate. She questioned the kitchen staff, the winekeepers, the guards. Patterns emerged, a strange taste in his last drinks, a bitter smell. Leon Cruz had been present, always present. That evening, the pain peaked. Revaldo screamed, not in anger, not in command, in terror. His body was filling, swelling, choking itself. His breathing became rapid, his pulse weak. Marisol held his hand as tears fell freely. The king squeezed back with fading strength. Tomas looked helpless. Sophia looked furious. She confronted Leon in the corridor. Her voice was low but deadly. He denied everything. His eyes avoided hers. The truth hid in his silence. Inside the chamber, the king began to shake. Bile rose in his throat. His skin burned with fever. Waste flooded his system. His body had become its own enemy. The throne meant nothing here. Gold meant nothing. Only pain existed. Marisol whispered his name again and again. Revaldo tried to speak. No sound came. His eyes searched the room as if looking for an escape that did not exist. The poisoned throne had claimed its first real victory. Trust had shattered. Fear ruled. And the night was far from over. The palace was silent in a way it had never been before. Even the guards whispered. Even the floor seemed to hold their breath. King Revaldo lay motionless, his body swollen, his skin stained with sickness, his breath shallow and uneven. The power that once filled every room had drained from him. Emilio Serrano, captain of the Royal Guard, stood outside the chamber. His hands were clenched. He had protected the king from blades and bullets. But this enemy had no shape, no face, only decay, only failure from within. Valeria Montes, the chronicler of the crown, waited with her quill untouched. She had written victories, coronations, celebrations. Now she waited to record an ending no one wanted. Inside, Marisol Vega knelt beside the bed. She held the king's hand. It was cold, swollen, heavy. His chest rose and fell with effort. Each breath sounded like a struggle. The organs had failed, completely. The kidneys no longer cleared the body. The liver no longer filtered the poison. Waste filled him, while burned his veins. His own blood carried death. Revaldo's eyes fluttered open. For a moment, awareness returned. He looked at Marisol. Something soft passed across his face. Something human, something fragile. His lips moved. No sound came. Marisol leaned closer. She whispered that he was not alone, that he was still their king. Tears slid down her face. She did not wipe them away. Outside, Emilio ordered the gates sealed. No one entered. No one left. The city waited. The people waited. They could feel the shift in the air.